Steve Merrill stopping by as he always does each and every week. We appreciate Steve giving us this service here at the Voice of College Football, but you can catch Steve's complete work there. You see it on the banner, wagertalk.com. Also, Wager Talk TV. You can find that right here on YouTube. Steve, we've got a Purdue team that hasn't looked great this year, but they're coming off a big second half against Illinois, ran away from the Illini by 25. And Iowa's lost its starting quarterback. They don't score anyway. They've got the worst offense in college football. They're at home as just a 2-point favorite against Purdue.
Yeah, this is definitely a line adjustment. My database simulation using all games this season would have projected over an 8-point Iowa win. But as you said, Mark, quarterback is out. The simulation does not project that in. That's why it's just part of the handicapping process for me. I don't just look at those numbers on the blind. The question is he worth 6.5 points? Because that's what the line move is telling you. This line opened 3.5, which was already low because of the quarterback, and now it's been bet down to -2. So the betting markets thought that 5-point adjustment wasn't enough. They've made it over a 6.5 point adjustment now. I think at this point, maybe we do step in with Iowa though and get some value because, like you said, they've not been a good offensive team in general. So losing your quarterback, does it really matter? This team is going to win with defense, and they've been a great defensive team for decades now, for the most part, especially the past several years. And this year, they're still allowing less than 17 points, just 4.3 yards per play. Offense has been atrocious. Their passing attack has been one of the worst in the country. So if there's ever a quarterback situation, in my opinion, that's not worth nearly a touchdown adjustment, it's this one. I think this is one of those textbook examples where the market is over-adjusted because a quote-unquote quarterback is out. We'll take a shot with Iowa here. I think there's actually some good adjusted line value below a field goal.
Iowa was down by a field goal to Michigan State with about 4 minutes left in the game, returned a punt 70 yards for a touchdown. I chuckled, Steve, because I thought this is classic Iowa football. They just won the game. There's still 3:45 on the clock, but their defense is not going to give up a touchdown to lose this game, and they just won it on special teams. There you go.
And Mark, we got to point out, too, we talked about it last week. That total was 36.5, and I mentioned how Ralph Michaels at wagertalk.com had that great stat over the past decade when the total is that low. They've gone under 25 overs and 1 under, right? I mean, push. So it'd gone under 80% of the time. Last week's game went over because of that play. Otherwise, it lands, below 36.5. And we had that same situation a year ago. If you remember, the game only went over because of all the special team scores. So, yeah, Iowa cannot score. It's just been fascinating for you and I to watch together the last couple of seasons.
Steve provides all his complete work at wagertalk.com and also WagerTalk TV and an exclusive under-the-radar selection for us each and every week. We appreciate Steve doing that for us. You can catch that on patreon.com/MarkRogersTV and also as a main channel member on the YouTube channel on the main channel. And Steve's a mere 16-2 in those under-the-radar selections. Steve, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, Mark.